In this video, we're going to talk about Aterian, trading under the ticker symbol ATER. Before today's video begins, if you like my content and would like to see more of it, please consider to like, comment, and subscribe. Aterian has been on many people's mind, probably because it is having a very heavy short selling emphasis from institutional traders, and the retail traders believe that there is a play in short squeezing them. That tactic worked for a time, if we look at the chart. The stock did peak twice over the past few days, and it managed to hold up a mostly satisfying manner. What I mean by that is that even if the stock is grinding slowly to lower price levels, it is not crashing like some other short squeeze stocks. And from what I see on the conversations online, most people are not giving up their positions just now. There are a few things that we need to look at in order to fully understand the pertinence of a trade like this one. First of all, when we look at the options contract, they are heavily suggesting that the stock will remain at a healthy price level and that the market sentiment is clearly tilting towards the stock price going higher. More specifically, the exercise price of call options between $10 and $15 definitely shows that the stock is expected to eventually go beyond those prices. So in this regard, I think that we will see at least some choppy water from those who want to push the stock lower. Another thing to keep in mind is that Aterian is currently held by some large institutional investors as well, like BlackRock, Two Sigma, and Vanguard. This means that the company does have a lot of institutional backers as well who believe in the fundamentals of the company. But as far as we are concerned, they especially believe that the company's future success will be reflected in higher levels of the stock price. There's one additional thing to consider, and that is the trading volume for Aterian. Over the past few days, the stock has been trading less and less in the stock exchange, going from around 30 to 40 million shares in late September to below 10 million shares recently. What that means is that there is less of a push upward, and I would say even less force to defend Aterian against further short selling. This may be explained by the fact that many retail investors may have chosen to exit the position once the stock lost its momentum, and the fact that they may also have run out of money as well. Regardless, over the next couple of weeks, we should see a clearer image of how the company is doing. But for now, my assumption is that the current grinding will continue for at least another few trading sessions, and the stock needs to have higher trade volume in order to trigger some hope from other market participants. Something to note here is that this didn't just happen for Aterian, but pretty much for all short squeezing stocks, where the price may pull back for some time before jumping back to make new highs. My recommendation is to keep an eye out on the price chart and to start buying more shares if there seems to be a support forming. The maximum exposure I would recommend should be limited to 3% of your portfolio. Also, looking at the current environment, I think we have to be careful about having exposure in equity market to begin with. The market has been predicted to eventually go through major pullbacks or even recessions. After the quantitative easing years and the drastic increase in asset price, which also coincided with the decrease of their yields, we have to remember that the market is not a mirror on how the economy works, because otherwise we would have been traded in sideways for more than a decade at this point. 2020 also saw another big push in asset prices, and this time not just for blue chips, but also for everybody else. The growth stocks, the EV, the SPACs, and so on. There are generally speaking two explanations. The first one is that money from QEs are drying up, but capital from around the world is flowing in, because when countries around the world are having tensions, very often the local capital would choose to convert their money into US dollars and to invest in North America, because North America is still perceived as the ultimate safe haven for capital in, tense regions around the world. The recent announcements from US Federal Reserve and also like other big movements from the market, such as the cryptocurrency movements, the price action of your flagship blue chip stocks, may be another warning sign that a recession can come anytime. This is why I would recommend to make sure that your exposure in something like Aterian is limited to what you can afford to lose. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.